Okay, so with that, let's take a look at all of Lay's launchers and combos. And this man has 100 of each. It's not even just the stances. He's got so many launchers from so many different angles coming at you. It's a ton. He's very, very dangerous. And the combos are really strong and just really fun to do. So first, let me go down the list of basic, straightforward launchers. You know, in the air, simple juggle. Down forward 2 and up forward 4 are both 15 frames. Forward 3 is 16 frames with huge range. Note that this is also your running 3 now. Sidestep 4 launches, while standing 3+4. Simple launch there too. Counter hit on back turn 4-3. Get the launch there. Dragon stance 1+2 is a crumple stun. Still get the same thing from it though. And say a counter hit from Tiger Stance 1. Those are the basics. There's probably more than that I haven't thought about, counter hits, etc. But for the most part, those are your straightforward launchers. So let's just go over simple combo paths you have from there. There's several easy ones and there's several complicated ones. Let's start with the simplest basic combo, which would be something like this. You do up forward 3. After you launch, you do up forward 3, which takes you to crane, and then crane 2 is your screw attack. And forward 3-4 is the basic way to end a combo. That's going to work for almost everything. And in some longer combos, you still have running 3-4 to get the same result. So that's one of the easiest ways to do it. There's several variations of it. If you remember, his old combo in Tag 2 used to look like this. Or one of them. Right? That was the bound move. Now you do the same thing, it's just you do 4-1 instead of 4-4. Same thing, exact same combo. And if you also remember, you can stick a little more damage in front of it like this. Too short. But that still works the same way, the extra string in front. This is probably your max damage with a small ender option. I dropped it anyway. Anyway, that works. Get all that damage front loaded and just have your running ender. You're going to get, what, 6 hits? Your screw attack and 6 hits. It's probably the most you're going to get that I could really think of. You could do other variations off of back turn, say this. Used to do that in Tag 2. The back turn hop kick used to be a lot of damage. That would still work. But I think by and large, that's probably the best you're going to get. Forward 3-1, 1+2-1, back turned 4-1. And then your screw attack from there. Some of your other choices, you can cut out either one of those. You could just do forward 3-1, a jab, and then that. Forward 2 works. You could just do a simple back turn part like that by itself. Or you can do, I mentioned, the crane part. Up forward 3, crane 2, that works. Or you can use the wolf strike. This is one that was kind of unnecessarily difficult, but it's still there. You do forward neutral, 4-1 into tiger. And then tiger 2-2. You can still do that. It's not a ton of damage anyway, and you really can't pad that anymore. It's just there as an option. Well, I don't know. I mean, you could try to stick extra jabs here and there, but by and large, you're just costing yourself if you pad combos with jabs. I think the old B&B from last time around is the best. Like that. You just got to time the distance to run up to it. Some of your other less conventional launchers would be things like up forward 3+4. You get that, but you're forced into back turned. Same with this, the up 1+2. If you do the 4 afterwards, you're stuck in back turn. Your only real choice there is to just go right for your screw attack. Just do 4-1. Wow. Like that. Oops, 4-4. That's the old combo. And you can do stuff like that to end it. There's lots of choices at that point. If you're going to do an early screw attack, you definitely have lots of choices. So let's look at some of those different enders now. Most of these combos, the long combos, you're going to end with that forward 3-4 or the running version. So let's look at something if you do it sooner, like this. How does that go? If you do the screw attack in, say, like 2 hits. Down, forward 2, up, forward 3, crane. Wow, I can't get it right. Shut up, phone. Like that. You can catch that if you time it just right. Forward 3, crane 2, forward 3, 1, forward 3, 4. You can do that. So that's 4 hits post screw attack. That's probably the best you can get. Notice I'm basing most of these around this string. This forward 3, 1 string is a pretty good amount of damage. So if you screw attack early, you could still do that, and then the ender. But if you use this in the beginning, you're just going to be left with this as your ender by itself. That's pretty much the gist of all of it. So take a look at this combo again. Like that. Just a little distance. You're going to have to get used to that. It's a new game, right? But yeah, those two, up, forward 3 plus 4, and the empty jump into the low. Those, you're pretty much going to be going right for that since you're back turned. There's no reason to do anything that differently, I don't think. Some other different combos would be the counter hit on up, forward 3, because that leaves you in crane stance. You really can't just do whatever you want there. But as you saw we did earlier, you could still do the same thing. Another up, forward 3, or an up, forward 4, and then crane 2. Same as when you're already in the crane stance, for example. If you just catch that, you could do the same things there. The only difference there is you're forced into crane stance, so you have a screw attack now from crane, which kind of bails you out in that case. And then at that point, since you're screw attacking early, you can do this version of it to end it. Some of your 2 low pickup combos are from Tiger 4. You can still do the old ballroom dance like this. This Tiger Low leaves you recovered and crouching. You do full crouch, down, forward, 2, 1, 4. That's called the ballroom dance, and it leaves you in Phoenix Illusion. 2, 1, 4. Phoenix Illusion 2 is a screw attack. So one more time. Tiger 4, full crouch, down, forward, 2, 1, 4. Phoenix 2, and your screw attack. This also works off Drunken Master's headbutt. Like that. I just kind of like hold down forward after I land. And as soon as I see myself get up, you just start pressing your 2. 2, 1, 4, and then Phoenix 2. So those 2 are combos you kind of have to pick up. There's other ways to do it, but I've actually found those to be pretty simple. You know, there's no real reason to do anything other than that. I'm used to it from Tag 2. You can do that if you want to. Use forward, forward 3 to crouch cancel and pick them up. It's up to you. These, I'm just trying to show you most of the tools that you have in your combos and how you'd use them. Those tools are forward 3, 1, forward, forward 3, as well as forward, forward 3 back turn. Like that. The 1 plus 2, 1 stuff. And the crane options. The crane options are actually pretty good, since you have crane 2 now as a screw attack. That works pretty well. Some other interesting combos. How about Play Dead? Play Dead 3, you can combo like that with the new back 2, 4. I guess I didn't show you that, huh? How about this? That's pretty easy. Forward 3, 1, back 2, 4. Forward 3, 1, back 2, 4. Super easy. So you can use that off of Play Dead 3. That you recover just in time to catch them with that. So that's most of your conventional launchers. You have a couple that'll leave you back turned, or like leave the opponent backwards, I mean. Like that. Those are going to be iffy. I'm not sure how I want to proceed with that. Because this is a low, is a mid-high, that misses a lot of those situations. Your backwards launchers would be the third hit of forward 3, 1, 2. Or Drunken Master 4. That's going to be the same thing like that, backwards. And counter hit off of Dragon 2. That one's just upside down. So those leave the opponent back turned. They're going to be a little iffier to juggle with. I'm not sure how I'd want to do it yet. Make them stop blocking for one. That way I have to keep trying it. Oops. Yeah, I guess that works. Just throw a jab in there to stabilize it. Jab in the back 2, 4. See, there you go. You can figure it out. You have a litany of screw attacks, which I'll list in the notes and the descriptions. Just a whole list of screw attacks. And yes, I know that's the third time I used the word litany. Deal with it. Some of your other combos come from automatic screw attacks. Tiger 2-2 causes a screw attack right away, so you're left with fewer options, but you can still do the same kind of stuff. You saw the list of things to work with. You do a forward 3-1, and then that. That works too. Plenty of things to pick from. Automatic screw attacks include Tiger 2-2, counter hit off of Crane 2. Damn it. Why can't these buttons hit together today? Jesus, it's killing me. There. Counter hit on the Crane 2 causes the automatic screw attack. And counter hit on back turn 4-1. That causes the same thing. So that's about it. Those are most of your launchers that I'm aware of so far. There's weird things like Snake 3. I'm not sure how to deal with that because it leaves you in sidewinds. That one I still didn't figure out. I guess you could stand up and do shit. I'm not sure. That one I didn't figure out yet. So there's bound to be dozens more launchers that I haven't worked out what you get. Weird counter hit situations that you can pick up. I just don't know them yet. So that's it for the most part. And again, these will be a list in the description. The list of the launchers, the basic combo paths, and some possible enders. And most of those enders are going to be either this guy, forward 3-1 into this guy, or using forward 3 back. Let me show you some of these real quick. Forward 4-3 back turned. Then once you're back turned, you can do 1+2-2 and into that tiger fall, or you can do. Damn it. You can do the old bound move for the flip over spike. Forward 3 and hold back. And you get your back turned options like this. So that's about it. Those are pretty much all that you're going to see. Please feel free to leave comments if there's anything else you think of, a better damage combo or good Oki situations or whatever it might be. Yeah, leave them in the comments and I'll add notes to the list when I see them. So let's move on to the wall bounce and possible wall combos and floor breaks and stuff like that. So as far as Lay's wall combos go, I can't think of anything better than the old solo combo from Tag 2, which looks like this. Forward 3-1, up back 4. That's the best damage I could find. Even some of the other stuff he used to do, like this, not as much damage. You do down forward 1-1-1, not as much damage. I think the options out of this are the best. Forward 3-1, oops. Forward 3-1, then up back 4. Because that also gives you Crane to attack with that low again, and it also gives you Phoenix Illusion, where you have, other options too. So I think that's the best damage I can find, and it also gives you 2 stance mix-ups at the end of it. As far as pure damage, I can't think of anything else. He doesn't have like a quick shoulder. Most characters have like a 1-2 shoulder. He doesn't have anything like that. This isn't fast enough. This isn't fast enough. That's not fast enough. I don't think. No. So I can't really find any way to exploit that grounded damage. The first thing that comes to mind would be this, but it's not going to work when you're this close to a wall. Actually, that's not bad either. That used to be your tag assault combo. 3 cancel and then 3-3. 3-3 is not bad damage either when you get back turned. Add that to the list. Forward 3-1, up back 4 results in a Crane or a Phoenix mix-up. Or the back turn mix-up off of that. That's actually fairly decent. So the other options you would look for would be the head first knockdown, which you can get by back turn 4-4. Oops. You can do that. Oh, that's weird. That usually works. Huh. I've done it before. Maybe you have to let them float? Maybe that only works when they start to fall away from the wall. Like that. That's interesting. Time it that way and you get the head first knockdown. That's one way to do it. If you want like the floor break, which that would do, you could just do this thing. That'll work as well. A single down 2. That works. So there's not anything like crazy that I can find in this. Rush combos are no good. Beating kick won't work. I can't really find anything else that suits the need better than this does. Wall bounce combos, the only one that he has would be Tiger 1+2. As far as the wall carry goes, I can't see anything beating that. That seems like pretty optimal. Whoops. Wall default. This is pushing a little bit closer here. Right about there. Still not close enough. I really wish they would have changed wall bounce to one of your like reset positions. There, try this. I fucked it up again. That's even a little bit shy. I can't see anything else. Maybe forward 4 could work. Forward 3-1-2 is really high damage. That's good for almost everything. That was my next bet. Let's try that. He has to be standing right about on this stripe here. That might be a good option if you're just the right distance. You could probably do a single forward 3 would work, and then this would work for your wall bounce carry. Like that. That's the best I can envision seeing. You might think of some other stuff. You know, be able to do like the back turn spinny stuff and carry them the whole way. Creative stuff like that. But as far as damage goes, this one's probably pretty good. This one would be good because you get a back turn there if you want to do that. And possibly this. That will give you a screw attack if you came up short somehow. That would still get them to the wall no matter what. That's a good option there too. This is also what you would want to do off the balcony break. Can I reset that? Yeah. Let's say you do... I already used the screw attack, never mind. I broke the wall with the screw attack. Let's, that's a pretty high damage move, and you're not going to be able to use it as a screw attack in most combos. It's just too slow. But a balcony break is a good situation. Holy crap. Try that. Like that. That'd be the one you want to use. So that'll work for your balcony break at the ground, and is also probably a pretty good choice for your wall break. Or your wall bounce, I mean. Like so. So write those ones down. Forward 3-1-2 is a good choice. Forward for 3+4 is another good choice for the wall bounce carry. And as far as breaking the floor, back turn 4-4 is a good choice. Down 2 is a good choice. That's about it. I can't find a better like flip over knockdown at the wall than back turn 4-4.